Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video here on Raid Shadow Legends. And in today's video, I feel like it is an appropriate time to talk about live PvP. So if you've been following along here with the Boilon journey and on the Boilon channel, I've been doing some new player videos because, honestly, I'm not even 2 months in yet. But I feel that we haven't really touched on this particular game mode, and I think that people who might have started around the time that I have, especially following along with me, might be getting to the point where this might become more relevant. So I want to do a bit of an overview of live PvP. I also want to do some live PvP and kind of give my thoughts and what I am doing with that. And if you haven't started playing Raid yet, then maybe you should, because now throughout the month of March, you are going to be able to get yourself a free Legendary Supreme Gallic, a great Void Champion to start off your game if you download using the QR code on the screen or in the link in the description down below and use the promo code Supreme6. I'm going to have that on the screen here. And I also want to mention that, of course, through using the link and the QR, you are going to get yourself some freebies, including an Epic Champion Czar Gala, which is really great. And that's not all, because you will also get yourself a Epic Ugo at account level 15. And that's not all. Still, we have the Alice the Wanderer event that's still going right now for a limited time, which I believe might still be running until the beginning of April. So make sure that you start your game now and get 2 legendary free champions and 2 epic champions to start your game off. All right, so I forget what level that live PvP unlocks. I think it is level 50. I'm pretty sure it's 50, right? Let me know in the comments down below if I'm wrong. So you can find it in the arena map, in the arena tab, and you have classic arena, tag arena, and live arena. And if you've been doing any arena at all, you know that as a new player, it is not easy. Let's put it that way. For classic arena and tag arena, there's a lot of snipe. I call it sniping when you're just doing refreshing and you're looking for the best possible team that you can clear out easily. Live PvP works a little bit differently. Now, there are some bots, and the way that I found out if you're playing a bot in live PvP is if they ban your first character, and we're going to find that out. Now, as far as what you're able to do, you're able to do this 10 times per day. If you do it, you have 5 tokens, but once you use your 5 tokens, you get a refresh, which you can find here. And I'm going to put behind the QR. We're going to talk about the rewards as well, if I can take down the QR code for a minute. And if you, for every 35 chests that you win, you get this. Now, this can take, depending on your luck, this can take a little while. But this is your primary source of primal quartz, which you need 100 to convert into a primal shard. So that's something there. You're also going to get impulse gear and you're going to get zeal gear. Now, I don't have a lot of this stuff. I've probably only opened like 2 of these particular bronze chests from 35 wins. So I haven't been doing it. I'll admit, I haven't been doing it every single day. This is normally something that I would do. And, if I really wanted to grind, I should be doing this every single day. But this is the stuff that I end up doing at the end, if I have time to do so. But there is some pretty good stuff, right? You get 20 free multi-battles just for winning 1 battle daily. You get 50 energy for winning 3. And you get this other bronze chest if you happen to win 5 out of 10 matches, assuming you're not spending on gems on refreshes. But you can see you can get a variety of forged charms here. There's also a chance at a legendary skill tome, but you can only get 1 per month. So do keep that in mind, that if you've already got this, then you're not going to get another one. So I guess there's less. It's a little bit less relevant, I suppose, to clear this every single day. But you can still try, because a legendary book is still pretty important, right? So try to do the best that you can. There's also a handful of milestone rewards depending on your rank, or I guess your trophy rating, or whatever you want to call it, right here. And I'm over down here. I'm somewhere around here, right? Like, so you get these shards, these fragments for Quintus the Triumphant. And unfortunately, though, in order to actually get them unlocked, you do need to get like all the way down here at 4,000. So it is a bit of a grind, but you do pick up some stuff along the way. And it's only available certain times of the day. I don't know if it says, where does it actually talk about the time, the schedule here? So this is really important. This is in UTC, aka like UK based time, I'm pretty sure, for the most part. So for me, this is closing at midnight. It's a bit weird because it's in my current time in UTC. So this just refer to that, right? It's open up for 4 times a day in 3-hour increments, meaning that for 12 hours of a 24-hour period, you'll have this available. It's active for another hour and a half. That's why I wanted to get this video in here. Now, there are some tiers as well. I've managed to grind my way up to bronze 4, and at higher ranks, you're going to get more of these tokens, and the tokens are very important. The bronze crest, because you're going to use that for, and I think I did talk about this part anyways in my Great Haul video, but area bonuses. Now, this is a little bit different, right? And I'm just gonna say right off the bat, before we get into jump into some live PvP, that it pretty much, I would, in my opinion, anyways, I would ignore pretty much a lot of this grade 1 and grade 2 stuff, because I don't think that the dungeons are really that difficult that you need. You know, maybe once you get to hard mode, it's a bit tougher, but for new players, honestly, I don't think any of this stuff is necessary. I did put some random stuff in here for Doom Tower. Just I don't know why I did it exactly. Iron Twin Fortress. I did put some into Demon Lord. However, I do feel that Demon Lord is probably the easiest to cap out. So I don't know how much you actually need these kind of stat boosts for Demon Lord. But what I was recommended from some veteran players in my clan is that the things that you should be focusing on is Hydra, the stats for Hydra. Hydra is a very difficult fight, and probably one that actually should, you know, you should probably boost some stats in here, particularly accuracy, resist, and speed. Those three are probably really important. This is actually the one thing where you can put speed stats in because the affinity bonuses don't have that. So that's interesting there, and you can see the variety of different costs there. I'm currently hoarding. This is like almost all the stuff I've gained over the last like 2 weeks. So I am hoarding a little bit that right now as I try to grind up the rest. I'm sure that someone is going to post in the comments maybe what they recommend, and I'm not going to say I'm an expert by any means, but it is a little bit different here, the area bonuses over the affinity bonuses, so I did want to point that out. So for now, I want to actually go through some battles, kind of show you guys how this works out. There may be some editing here and there because sometimes it can take upwards to like 40 seconds to find a match and things like that. So I don't want to subject you to sitting here me talking to myself while I'm looking for an opponent. This one didn't take that long actually. So let's just start off a match here. I don't know if this is a bot level 81. We'll find out, because if they ban the first slot, this is like a draft pick, right? So I'm going to go for High Katoon in my first slot, because if they ban High Katoon, it's probably a bot. Now, you want to run characters that have speed leads in Arena. Ideally, you want to run 2 of them, because they're probably going to ban 1 of them. So we're going to find out, because I also have Wukong, right? Because, you know, the Monkey King promo code that you probably should have used when you started the game. So Alice, Wukong, I'm going to do that on, where is my, remember, you haven't started playing the game yet, for whatever reason you're watching this and you don't have an account, promo code Monkey King, you will get yourself Sun Wukong. Make sure you're doing that on day 1. And then my other 2 characters, normally I am going to go for, sometimes I go Apothecary. But I'm going to go with Ugo, because he's fast if I do get the speed lead, and can put defense down for Alice's what I call spin to win. And I got this guy. Now, I don't know if by the time this video comes out, if I had talked about him yet. Commodus Dark Smile, I did pull him, right? So I'm recording this video. The videos might be released out of order, but I did pull a mythical. Okay, so there's a good chance that they're just going to ban him if it's not a bot. We're going to find out. I'm probably going to ban. I actually don't know all the characters, and that's the big problem, is that I don't know who's actually better. Wukong or this character. I don't actually know all the legendaries, so this is a big issue with me. I don't know who's. I hate this guy. I absolutely hate this guy. He is really powerful. Um, I think this is a support character. Oh, you can see it actually. Speed 19%. So that's good that you can actually see it there. 28%. If they ban, okay, I think it's a bot because they banned High Katoon. Most likely they would have banned Wukong, and they did not. So, or sometimes they'll ban Commodus because I just picked him up, and he is a pretty big PvP arena threat. So let's see. This is how it plays out, right? You ban 1 champion, you go into battle, you're 4-on-4, and I did not go first. Bots tend to have really high speed on their characters, so that's a little bit surprising given how far back some of my characters are on their turn bar. So that sucks, but it does seem that Ugo got to go next, so that's nice. Do that. This guy's probably going to F me up. I've seen him in arena. This dude he has like bombs and stuff. I have bombs too, actually, but he's probably going to mess me up first. We'll see what the turn order is on this one. And it really just comes down to speed, honestly. Like if your characters go first, you get to land your debuffs or strip buffs or whatever you're doing, right? And that's kind of how PvP is. You might already notice that from, classic arena, team arena, that kind of stuff. So it's a little bit unfortunate. I think because they got the heads up on me that I'm probably dead. Yep. Okay. Next one. All right. So is live PvP a grind? It sure is. I'm kind of surprised I didn't win against the bot. I'm almost certain that was a bot in the previous round. But it didn't. It didn't happen, unfortunately. Because of this guy's name, like Free to Play with Viper, like I got to, he's probably a real person, right? I think when they take longer to do, that also indicates that they're probably a real person. I think bots do choose a little bit quicker. So you can see that they're taking their time there. I'm going to do the exact same thing again. I'm picking second. So I'm going to go just Haikatoon and Sun Wukong. I mean, if you have a broader roster, you can do like counter picks and things like that. But realistically, I'm new. I don't, my roster is really not that broad. So there's not much I can do. So we're gonna go with Alice and Commodus, and then I'm gonna put in Ugo. Do the same thing. I just don't think I have any other better characters really at this point. I could go up. My apothecary's pretty fast, so I might do that this time. My apothecary is like 240, which for me is pretty fast. It's the fastest I can really do. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna ban their speed lead because that's 20% in arena. I'm surprised it doesn't have Wukong, but maybe it didn't use Monkey King, and they're gonna ban my Wukong probably. But I'm still gonna have Haikatoon. If this is a real person, they're gonna ban my Wukong. Or they could. Oh, they ban. Okay, I'm surprised because I think Commodus is gonna f them up in a second. We'll see. I'm basically gonna be carrying with Commodus in his alternate form. We're gonna see that. I think that might have been a mistake on their part, but who knows? Maybe they have like insane speed and they'll outspeed me and f me up. Uh, let's see how this one goes. So let's see. Let's go. Go on. Please don't crash. There we go. Okay. So yeah, my apothecary went first. Again, 240 is pretty fast for me. There we go. Everyone else should go first. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the special first. Now this one's really good because it's AoE block active skills for 2 turns, and it also steals 20% turn meter. So I'm almost getting a free extra turn. It landed on 3 out of 4 of them, which is really nice. So since I don't have Alice, that's pretty much the best I'm going to get to do. This guy seems pretty defensive, so I guess that's not happening. Let's since I have speed, you know what? It's kind of redundant, but I did get some turn meter out of that. So maybe I should have. I don't have my book. I don't have books on my Haikatoon, so I don't know if I'd even I would have landed the turn meter rewind. We're gonna go into my alternate form, get a free turn, and then I'm gonna do this, which puts a weaken on all of them, and then I'm gonna throw bombs out, and they should die. Pretty much. Okay, so this, if I'm able to go first, like there's a good chance I'm winning, right? And I think that is, it's the state of PvP. There we go. I got my win. I got my 30 crests. Got my multi battles. Try to at least get your 20x multi battles, like 1 win a day. That is probably the best. If you can get more, obviously that's great. Out of 10 wins, but the multi battles, stacking up the multi battles every single day, that's pretty nice too. All right, round number 3. Might be a real player. Gonna ban the He-Man because he gives 28% in arena. If he bans Haikatoon, it's a bot. No, he didn't. It's a real person. So I'm gonna go with my Haikatoon and hope that I outspeed them. This one's interesting. I don't know who the top row is outside of Alice, so I don't know. There's so many legendaries, I don't know who they are. Hoping I go first. I do. Let's see if we can repeat the success of last time. We're going to put an ability block on them, hopefully 3 out of 4. Okay, so I don't know what this guy does, but I'm hoping it's not a big deal. I also still have my Alice, so honestly, at that point, I'm going to try to turn bar rewind them. Don't know if it's going to work out. It did a little bit. And if Commodus can take his turn, I mean, they're all ability blocked except for this guy. I don't know what this guy does over here, but I think Commodus is going to go first. I'm going to go into my alt form. I'm going to weaken them, and then I'm going to bomb them, and they should drop dead. Yep, except for Geomancer survived, actually. Oh, he left. Okay, moving on. All right, so is this guy a bot? He's been running down the clock all the time. Does the frames mean that they're not a bot? I don't know. They ran down the clock 3 times at a minute apiece. It was super annoying. There is no speed aura here. But this one here, 30% defense. No, thank you. We'll reduce that. I think this is a bot as well. And if they ban Haikatoon, that kind of solidifies that as well. Again, why am I running two, our champions? That's because they're probably going to ban one of them, and that way it gives me an alternative. If I had Arbiter, I would probably use them because that's yeah, right, ran down the clock. Default pick, High Katoon. We're gonna go with Wukong and with Apothecary, and now we have two damage characters with Commodus and Alice. We should be no problem against this bot this time. I also really hate is that Ultimate Death Knight? I see him a lot. What a pain in the ass. He's such a pain in the ass character. Like I kind of wish I had him. But yeah, he's running down the clock with them. This is super annoying. All right. We're back. Okay, we're starting on the match. So let's see how this bot match works. I mean, we should be fine, right? Just like how some of the other ones have gone. This is why you probably should be playing PvP because there's a chance that you might just run into these easier bots where it'll be. Let's see, do we land this? We did not. Oh, we did not land it on Cold Heart. Okay, interesting. And all of that resisted as well. My Wukong is more glass cannony, so that's not really that surprising. We can kill Cold Heart though, so that's not a problem. If Commodus can get to a second turn, that'd be great. Loki might cause some issues here. We'll see about that. Might place an ability block on me. My Commodus. This bot, some bots don't. I don't know why some of them do that and some don't. Like run down the time clock. Super irritating. Super irritating. Like look at that. Are they doing this for every? I might just have to skip to the end of whether or not I win or lose because I don't want to subject you guys to like 15 seconds a turn. Unless I can win it after this. Otherwise, I might just do an edit here because this is super irritating. They're gonna take. No, I'm gonna take my turn. Let's see if I can blow them up here. Do the same thing. Going to weaken, throw the weaken out. The Loki's being a bit of a pain in the ass, but let's see if I can kill the others. Yep, pretty much. Hopefully, this should go a little bit quicker here. Stick that on auto. I should have gone with the basic, probably with Alice. There you go. And I swear, we know this is a win, right? If okay, they're not wasting the time now. There we go. We got the win. That's fine. Get some more crests. Moving on. That's my third win. That was 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 battles. We're gonna do one more. And then I may do some behind the scenes. But again, in terms of like my priority on live PvP, I normally do a lot of my activity when it happens to be open, so it's not that big of a deal. I would try to find those kind of spaces in your daily time to do that if there's a good time when live PvP is open for you. I know it might not be great for everyone depending on their time zone and when it's playable for you, that kind of thing. We're gonna go with High Katoon. I mean, this might be a real player. I guess the borders don't actually mean it's a real player, right? Let's go with Alice, High Katoon, Alice. That's how you know, though, if it is a bot or not. They'll most likely ban your first slot. So that's the reason why I put High Katoon there, because High Katoon is my worst character in this case. And we're going to go... I'll do that last. We'll do Apothecary. I kind of... I don't know. I just... So they don't try to counter pick me. I put Commodus last. So there we go. I put him in there. We're going to ban Wukong. This is probably a real player because this honestly looks like a lot like my roster. Yep, they banned my Wukong. We're going to go with Aikatoon. Unfortunately, they don't have another speed lead, so unless their speed is crazy high, probably not. I'm most likely going to go first, but yep. So there we go. And I do have Haikatoon, but it's kind of... let's see. Do we land the ability blocks? 3 out of 4. Not on Rector Draft. I don't think that really matters, though. We're going to go over there, try to do some turn bar rewind, use Alice. There we go. They're pretty beefy. They're not taking as much damage as I would normally put out, so that's a little bit surprising. Commodus is going to be able to get to go and do the the wombo combo here with the weekend, so we're going to go into the alt metamorphosis. Yes, just get yourself a mythical, right? Easy wins. Get yourself a mythical. Easier said than done, right? There you go. Boom. 3 of them dead, and at that point, it's probably going to give up. And don't forget throughout the month of March that there is going to be a free promo code, which I'll have here across the screen, Supreme6, which will get you a free legendary Supreme Gallic, really great Void champion that'll really help you start off your game. Also, there is going to be, of course, some more freebies and a free Epic Zargala, who you can get by using the QR code in the top right hand of the screen, as well as, of course, Alice, who we've been talking about a lot lately, and Ugo, who you will get an account level 15. So that's 4 champions that you're going to get for your start in Raid Shadow Legends. An absolute amazing time to play. So when I'm playing like real players that are more around my account level, that's nice. But you can also get matched up with people that's like way higher level than you. Either they're a bot and they're still going to kick your ass somehow, or they're a player with just luckier pulls, good characters than you do. So actually, I'm wondering if I should take it off auto because Rector might revive somebody. I don't know if maybe he's on auto at this point as well. We put this. It's a win. Yeah, there we go. It's a win. Okay, so that was officially 4 out of 5 matches won. I'm surprised. That's probably the best I've ever done. I'm going to continue doing 5 more off screen here, but I wanted to share this, kind of run this down with you guys, so you guys had a better idea of how I play live PvP, what to expect, what to look out for, and the kinds of stuff that you get out of this. It is something worth doing. If you have the time to do it, it can take a little bit of time. But again, if you have the time, grinding up these points are going to be really important towards upgrading some of your area bonuses, which is very important in Raid Shadow Legends. So that's it for me, everybody, and I'll see you. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.